Hello my dear students. Today we will learn about the properties of whole numbers. So first of all, it should be very clear that what are whole numbers. The numbers are of different type we have done in our mathematics, but here we will discuss the properties of only whole number. So before that we should recall that what are whole numbers. Whole numbers, as you know, the whole is like that only. So the whole number is also being started with 0. So whole number is 0, 1, 2. All the natural numbers including 0 is called whole numbers. So today we will do the properties of whole number. So the first property we will discuss, it is closure property. So what is closure property? If A and B are whole number, then if we will add these two whole numbers, the sum, whenever we are adding two numbers, these A plus B, so A is added, B is added, and whatever we will get after addition is the sum, and the sum will also be the whole number. So we can give the example of that. Suppose 2 is a whole number, 4 is a whole number, so 2 plus 4 we will get 6. 3 plus 5 we will get 8. So whenever we are adding these two numbers, these are the whole numbers, whatever we will get after doing addition, the sum will always be the whole number, right? And this property is called closure property. Now second is commutative property. Commutative property, what is commutative property? When two whole numbers can be added or multiplied in any order. Two whole numbers can be added or multiplied in any order. What does this mean? With the help of an example, we will understand this property, that two whole numbers can be added. Means if I am just adding 2 plus 4. So this is 6. Right? If I am just changing the order, 4 I am writing here and 2 after this. So again it is 6. So it means that when we are just adding two whole numbers, so if we are changing the place, so it doesn't matter, the answer or the sum will be the same. Now you can better understand this example, this property, that if you are just moving 2 steps, then you are moving 7 steps. So how many steps you have moved? 2 plus 7, that is 9. Now you are just changing yourself. In first plot you just move 7 steps. And then you move 2 steps. Again you have to add 7 plus 2, that is 9. So this property is called commutative property. This property is called commutative property. Means two whole numbers can be added or multiplied in any order. So this is, I have given you the example of addition. Now we will see the multiplication, because this property is applied for multiplication and addition in both. Means if I am just multiplying 2 and 7, so we will get the answer 14. Right? 2 7s are 14. Now if I am writing this 7 and then I will write 2, 14. So the answer will be same. This is, the product is same, either I am just changing the place. So it doesn't matter whether I am multiplying 2 with 7 or 7 with 2. So this property is called commutative property. Means the whole numbers can be added or multiplied in any order. This property does not belong to subtraction or division. It is not with the subtraction and division. That is why it has been written that this property goes with addition and multiplication. Right? Understand? Now you can better understand how this property will not go with the subtraction. See, if I am just subtracting 7 minus 2, we will get 5. Right? If I am just writing this 2 minus 7, so we will get minus 5. The answer is not same. So that is why this property does not belong to subtraction. This property goes with addition and multiplication. Now coming on third property, that is associative property. What is associative property? Sum and product of any three numbers remains unchanged by grouping the number in any way, by grouping the number in any way. What does this mean? Suppose I am just doing 2 plus 5 plus 3. Right? So the answer will be 2 plus 8, that is 10. Right? Now I am changing the order. Means I am just adding 2 plus 3 and then plus 5. I am not adding 5 plus 3. I am adding 2 and 3 first and then I am just writing 5. So 5 plus 5 again 10. So it means that sum and product of any three numbers. This is, I am just showing you the sum. Whenever we are just adding, whatever the answer we will get is called sum. Right? So here when we are just adding three numbers or more than two numbers, if we are changing the order of that numbers, so the sum does not affect. It means that the sum will be the same. Now we will see the one example of multiplication also. Let us see what will happen. 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 4. I am just multiplying three numbers, right? So what will be the answer? 2 3s are 6 and 6 4s are 24. Right? Now I am just changing the order. I am multiplying 2 with this 4 and then multiplying 3. So 2 4s are 8 and 8 3s are 24. So this property also belongs to addition and multiplication, and this property is called associative property. Sum and product of any three numbers remains unchanged by grouping the numbers in any way. I am just making the grouping. Grouping means how we are just doing. See, 2 plus 5 plus 3. So we are just making the group of these two. Right? So 2 plus 8 and that is 10. Right? Now I have changed the group. I am just make the group. 2 and 3 becomes the friend now. So 2 plus 3 and 5 is isolated. So 5 plus 5, that is 10. Right? The same way in multiplication, if we will do, we will change the group. I mean, how we will do? 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 3. Right? So answer will be 2 multiplied by 5 3s are 15, 30. Now I am changing the group. 2 and 3 again become the friends, or 2 or 5 becomes the friend. So we will write 2 multiplied by 5 and multiplied by 3. So this is 10 into 3 and the answer will be same. So in case of addition or in case of multiplication, the property which is associative will go with that. Now the next property is distributive property of multiplication over addition and subtraction. What it is, suppose A multiplied by B plus C. There are three whole numbers, A multiplied by B plus C. So we can write it A multiplied by B plus A multiplied by C. Means we are just multiplying these two numbers with the A. B is multiplied with A and then plus A. So we will write plus and then C is multiplied with A. Now let us better understand with an example. Suppose 5 multiplied by 10 plus 6. So what will be the answer? C. 5, 10 plus 6, 16. 5 into 6, 80. Right? Is this okay? Now we will check this distributive property of multiplication. What this property says, if we can do the same answer we will get if we will multiply A with B and then we will multiply A and C and then we will add the sum. So how we will do? See, A and B, we will just write in place of A, we will write 5. The value of B here 10. The value of A is 5 and the value of C is 6. So this is 50 plus 30 and this is 80. Means we can do this question in this way. We just add it and then multiply it. And we can do in another way that we multiply B with A and then plus C with A. And this property is called, what it is called? It is called distributive property of multiplication over addition. This is, I had shown you addition. This property goes with the subtraction also. It is not like with the multiplication, but it goes with the subtraction also. How it is, I'll show you. A multiplied by B minus C is equal to A multiplied by B minus A multiplied by C. In this way we can also write this. Again we will just do it. 5 multiplied by 10 minus 6, the same. 5 multiplied by 4, and that is 20. So let us see whether this property goes with that or not. So A, the value of A is 5 multiplied by 10 minus 5 multiplied by 6. So this is 50, this is 30. 50 minus 30, 20. So we will get the same answer. So this property, which is called distributive property of multiplication over addition and subtraction, this is again the fourth property of whole numbers. Now coming on next. Property of 0. Now we will do property of 0. So what is property of 0? So what is property of 0? If 0 is added to a number, see, if 0 is added to a number, the answer will be number itself. If we add 0 in any number, the sum will be number itself. Means, what does this mean? If we are adding 0 with 5, the answer will be 5. If we are adding 7 plus 0, 7. If we are just doing 12 plus 0, the answer will be 12. So this is called the property of 0. But when we are just doing subtraction, again it is number itself. So the property of 0 with addition, number itself. Property of 0 with subtraction, number itself. Now when we multiply any number with 0, the answer will be 0. The answer will be 0. And if 0 is divided by 5, it means that 0 is divided by 5, so the answer will be 0. So answer will be 0. Let us do some example to understand the concept, what we have learned here. So we will just take an example. Suppose I am taking an example 53120 plus 53120 plus 45 and 10, and then we have to multiply. Suppose I am writing the questions in this way. Then is equal to, see, 53120 multiplied by 45, and if here it is plus, so we will write plus. 53120 multiplied by 10. So which property is this? Which property is this? Again, this is a distributive property of multiplication over addition. Is this clear to everyone? Okay. Now these are all about the properties. Now after this, we will learn about property of division. Now we will study about what is the property of division. So if A and B are whole numbers, then it is not necessary that the question will be always a whole number. For example, if I am just taking it out, 8 divided by 2. We are dividing the whole number with this whole number, so we will get 4. But when we are just dividing 7 with 2, if I am dividing 7 with 2 means, if I am just dividing 7 with 2, so 2 3s are 6, 1 2 5s are 10. So what I get? 3.5, and it is not a whole number. So when we divide a whole number with any whole number, it is not necessary that we will get the whole number. Right? Now the same, we will just proceed further. A divided B divided by C. As we have done in multiplication, this property will not go with division also. How I am just showing it you out, that how we will just do this. So if 64 divided by 8, if I am just writing 64 divided by 8 and then divided by 2, if I am just writing it in this way, 64 divided by 8, so 8 8s are 64 and then divided by 2, and this is 4. Right? It is correct. Now you can see this, that if we are just moving towards, if we are changing the place, we are just regrouping, means 8 divided by 2 and divided by 64. So the answer will be same? No. 4 divided by 64, and that is 64 upon 4. So the answer will not be same. So this is all about properties of whole numbers. Is this okay? Now I think you can understand that about the properties of the whole numbers, and 1 2 3 4, all the properties we have done, and now we understand that which property goes with addition and multiplication and subtraction, but it will not go with division. So this is all for today's class. Have a good day. Stay home and stay safe.